You're on Kiwi.
The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
Titta!
Otroligt. Gud vad den gjort fin.
Inte dig.
Hallå Lena.
Hallå Lena, det är mamma.
That there is a trailer for a movie called Beyond, and today we are going beyond the mainstream and flying under the radar. A couple of films that I think perhaps deserve our attention. Lena Lamont is back after sunning herself on New Caledonia's beaches. G'day.
It's now the time to say bonjour, bonjour, Wammo.
Yeah, and quite a beaches to dark cinema. It's
Yeah, I did go to the cinema once in Noumea as well, actually.
You couldn't keep away.
I couldn't keep away. And I went to see a Spanish film with French subtitles. So, that's good for a foreign holiday.
Yeah, anything. Do you speak French?
I speak French, but I don't speak Spanish.
Okay.
So I read the French.
Yeah, that's cool. Anything decent on the plane?
The stuff that we've already seen. I rewatched The Social Network, which is worth a second viewing.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Got through half of Unknown and then thought, don't really care.
No.
Did you see Unknown?
No.
If anyone out there did see it, if they could tell me what happened at the end, I'm kind of vaguely interested, just not interested enough to watch it through. So anyway, a bit of foreign today.
Yeah, Beyond.
Beyond is a Swedish film, so if anybody was listening very closely to that trailer and doesn't speak Swedish, they might at least have heard something that sounded a bit like, hello Lena, is mama.
Ah.
Right. So Lena is our protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of note here, Lena's played by Noomi Rapace. I don't actually know if I'm saying her name right, but she's the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Oh.
And, she's done heaps of Swedish cinema, obviously, but, as English-speaking audiences, kind of, to us, girl with the dragon tattoo will be the thing that everybody knows her from. It's wonderful to see her breaking away from that role. Beyond is still a dark, meaningful, heartfelt film, but it doesn't have that nasty undercurrent, thank heavens, of the Dragon Tattoo films. So having said that, we can put that to one side. Noomi plays a mum and a wife against her real-life actor husband in this. So there's obviously wonderful innate chemistry.
Yeah. Kind of like on True Blood between Paquin and her man.
See, I don't watch that, but I bet that the chemistry on that is about as authentic as it comes, right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Except that these two were married before they made the film. But anyway, so they're husband and wife, happy little family. It's a couple of days before Christmas, and she gets this call out of the blue. Your mother's in hospital and she's dying. And Lena hasn't seen her mum since childhood. And so inevitably we have flashbacks to her childhood. The good thing about it is sometimes flashbacks are a little bit grainy and a little bit kind of just to tell the audience that something happened.
Yeah.
Whereas these are actually proper, substantial scenes, fantastic young actors and actresses in those scenes, recounting Lena's past. And so we flash back and forth, between her current life and her past life.
Yeah.
And it's a terrific film. I was absolutely engaged throughout the whole thing. And that's, English subtitles and everything. And the fact that it is still poignant and quite dark subject matter. And it comes through to what I thought was quite a devastating sort of ending. And but it's just really terrific.
Beyond, where can you see that?
At the Rialto and some of the other more art house cinemas.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely worth a look.
All right, on to another one.
Germain! Salut Polo! Salut Germain!
Ah, Germain, viens, c'est mon anniversaire!
Je disais à Jojo qu'il avait du beau d'être cuisinier en s'appelant The Cook.
Germain,
Oui.
je m'appelle Joël Pelletier. The Cook, c'est parce que j'ai été en Angleterre.
Ah.
Alors, c'est un surnom.
C'est comme si on disait de toi Zocon, tu vois.
Germain, il est pas plus con que vous.
And lucky Lena, because she probably knows what's going on right there.
No, didn't at all.
No?
So I've seen the film and I can't know.
They're speaking too fast.
The French is too fast and
Yeah.
it's way too colloquial. So this film is called My Afternoons with Marguerite. And Gérard Depardieu, who we have seen in just about everything since the beginning of time, right?
Yeah.
Right back from Cyrano de Bergerac. I've seen fantastic Gérard Depardieu films where he plays gritty cops. There are he's played buffoons and lounge singers and all sorts. Yeah. So, have you noticed he's got quite large? He's gone a little bit Marlon Brando in recent times, and but he's still in like a couple of films a year that we get in New Zealand. So goodness knows how many he's producing in France. Anyway, the point in this is he plays this rather sweet, bumbling, sort of almost illiterate guy called Germain. And
Man, he's a lot bigger than he used to be.
Right, you're looking right. He's way bigger than he used to be.
Yeah.
Germain is a sweet-natured but not particularly intelligent, can't really read, and goes to feed the pigeons in the park every day, and he meets this tiny, delicate 96-year-old little old French woman called Marguerite, and they strike up a conversation, and they chat, and they meet every afternoon, and she lends him books, and she reads to him, and it's kind of just one of those really kind of straightforward but quite charming meeting of your crass, non-intellectual kind of buffoon who drinks with his mates. He has a surprisingly lovely young girlfriend. I always find it a little bit funny in these films when you go, really? Would she really be into you? But I mean, clearly he's a lovely guy. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, so it's basically a very simple. It is literally afternoons together. There's a little bit of drama, a little bit of family backgroundy kind of stuff. So it isn't just let's have a conversation and today we'll talk about Proust or anything. It's a bit more engaging than that.
Okay.
So that's a sweet film. So that's French, as we've said.
Afternoons with Marguerite.
Gérard Depardieu, or Terry Tapetou, as my mother calls him.
And where can we see that?
That's definitely a Rialto film as well. Possibly the Lido in Auckland. So basically, you'll be looking at your art house cinemas for that sort of thing as well.
Make sure you go and see those before the film festival hits in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Because it's going to overhaul everything, and you're going to be wanting to get into all that, and no doubt we will cover much of that.
Yes, we'll do a rundown of the film festival as it approaches, and while we're in it, there's a lot in there. Yeah.
In the meantime, check out the reviews in the Sunday Star Times. That's where you'll see Lena, and also by another name, by the way, and also on lenalamont.wordpress.com. We'll see you next week.
Ce matin, quand j'ai vu le bouquet sur la table, j'ai cru que c'était pour moi. Comment elle s'appelle?
Elle s'appelle Marguerite avec 2 T. Les fleurs, c'était pour elle. Elle a 95 ans. Oui, je l'aime. Ça te va? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Vous êtes quelqu'un de très bien, Germain.